Yo, what's up, y'all? Again, welcome back to KeepItTechie, where we make Linux simple, accessible, and straight up fun for anyone diving into the tech world. I'm your boy Josh, and today we're talking about a super handy command that can save you a ton of headaches when you're trying to figure out where all your storage space went. Yep, I'm talking about the du command. So stick around with me, and by the end of this video, you'll be navigating disk usage like a pro. Let's get into it. So before we get started, what is the du command? Du stands for disk usage, and it's like having x-ray vision into your directories and files. And with just a couple of options, you can see exactly how much space your files and directories are taking up. And this is especially useful if your disk is running low and you need to find and clean up those space hogging directories. So this is great for people that are managing servers, troubleshooting, or even just spring cleaning your personal machine. Du gives you a breakdown of what's eating up that disk space. And trust me, it's a lot easier than digging through the system manually. Now let's talk about why you need the du command in your Linux toolkit. Imagine this, you're running a server and suddenly you get that dreaded message, disk full, which I've seen plenty of times, especially on my Plex server when it comes to transcoding. So now you're scrambling through to figure out what's hogging all your space. And without a tool like du, you'll be poking around blind. But I'm telling you, the du command can pinpoint exactly which directory has all the bloat. And it also helps you understand your storage habits so you can clean up before problems even start. So let's go down and hop over to my virtual machine so I can show you guys how to use it. Hey y'all, Josh here from KeepItTechie. Real quick, let's talk about Rocky Linux. This distro is the real deal if you're looking for a solid enterprise-ready Linux solution. It all started after Red Hat dropped CentOS, and Gregory Kurtzer, the OG co-founder of CentOS, brought us Rocky Linux as a tribute to his late friend, Rocky McGough. This is community-driven, open source software at its finest, and it's already making waves. Rocky Linux 8.10 is out now, giving you that enterprise-grade stability without all the Red Hat licensing headaches. So whether you're running a home lab or a full-on data center, Rocky's got your back. So if you want to keep it open source and keep your data secure, check out Rocky Linux. The link's down in the description of the video. It's built by the community, for the community, and it's here to stay. Stay techie, y'all. All right, so I'm logged into one of my virtual machines. I just ran updates, as you can see, but let's go down and clear. When actually, let me zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Let's make it a little bit bigger for you guys. And the first thing I like to show is the man page for whatever command I'm gonna show you guys. So let's type man and then du and press enter. As you can see, it'll give you a lot of information about the command. It'll give you the name, so estimate file space usage, the synopsis, the description, and it also breaks down all the options that you have within this command, which is super cool. And like I've said in other videos, once you start using these commands, a lot of these options are somewhat the same, so you'll see them repeated and they mean the exact same thing. Now let's start off by just doing a quick basic example of how to use a command. And all you have to do is type du, and this will give you a list of every directory in your current location. And our current location is our home directory, so home Josh. And then I'll also break down how much space each one uses. So let's run it right fast. Press enter, and it'll go through and give you every file within that location. But one thing you'll notice, it's in blocks and not human readable size. And so that brings me to the second option. And like I said, you'll start seeing a lot of these options pretty much looking the same. But if you scroll through here, you'll see it's hard to read. You know what I'm saying? You want to put it in a human readable format so you can understand what those sizes mean. So let's go down and run du command again and put -h on there. And like I said, -h, that's one of those commands we've used in another video where I showed you guys it means to put something in human readable format so you can understand the sizes, the block sizes. But as you can see, that is the full size of the home directory, which is 9.9 gigs. And that's just because of all the hidden folders in there, the configurations and all that stuff. And then also when you use like your browser And then also you can see I got LM Studio on here, so that's super huge as well. That's what's taking up the space. But yeah, so instead of those cryptic numbers that a lot of you guys don't understand, and I don't understand half the time, you get sizes like 4K, 20 megabytes, and 1 gig. It'll put it in a format that's easy to read, similar to this 9.9 gigs. Now, let me show you guys how to summarize a directory size. And I'm gonna pick something in here. Let's see, let's look for the LM Studio. I know that has all those models and stuff, so the hidden folder. Yeah, let's look in that one right there. So we'll go into that folder, or we'll specify that folder. So we go down here, all we have to do is type DU, and then the option I want to show you guys now is S and then H. And this will, like I said, summarize the directory size. So it won't go all the way down the directory tree to give you all the files that are in there and show you all the way down to the lowest level, the size of a file. It'll just give you a summary of the actual folder you want to look at. And I know it's in my home directory. I should have put period / I always do that. Or you can do like the tilde, and that'll do it as well. Now look into that LM Studio directory. So let's go down, press enter so we can get the size of this directory. So let's press enter. And as you can see, it breaks it out. It gives you the full path. So home Josh and then .lm studio, and then the actual size of that directory, which is super cool. Now let me show you guys how to sort. Let's say you want to see what's exactly eating up your space from the top down. And I'll also pipe it into another command called sort. And this will definitely help you, narrow down where the space is being taken up. And I want to implement another option in here. So let's go DU-H inhuman readable. And then let's go -max-depth. And you want to specify a depth. You could tell it how deep you want to go into the directory tree. And I'm going to just put max depth of 1 and then specify that same location. That way we can figure out where that full 6.2 gigs is coming from. So let's do the / and then a period and then LM Studio. And then let's also pipe that into sort. Let me know if I'm going too fast or I'm adding too much into it, but this is a way of incorporating another command. So it'll take the results from this command that you run and it'll pipe it into another command. It's almost running the command twice, so to speak, but the sort command will go in and sort it from the folder with the largest amount of space down to the one with the smallest amount of space. And then the options for sort is HR. And if you press enter, you'll see that it'll sort top down, but it'll go 1 level deep, which is 1 folder deep. You'll see it 1 folder deep right there. And then this is the top level. And that's what the sort command will do. It'll sort it out and put the largest folder at the top all the way down to the smallest folder. And then the top level folder as well, which is going to include all these folders underneath it. So that's super cool, right? Like I said, I use this thing all the time. All right, so the next thing I want to do is show you guys how to exclude certain files. Let's say we want to look back into that LM Studio. And actually, let's CD into it. And now that we know that's the directory we want to focus in on. So that's LM Studio, and then press enter. And one thing I know that those models, I believe the extension is GGUF, but let's go down and show you guys the DU command excluding stuff. So -AH, and then all you have to do is type -exclude and then equals, and you want to specify what you want to exclude within this directory. So you have to put it in a single quote and then .GGUF. And let's go down and press enter, and that should search for all the files within that directory, excluding the actual models. And as you can see down here, it's 1.2 gigs, excluding those models. So it's a whole lot more stuff in here. And then you can also incorporate the sort in here as well. Again, let's go down and sorts and then -HR and press enter, and it'll sort it out for us. And we'll see the top level folders outside of the models. I'm saying it's excluding those models for us. So as you can see, the backup directory is like 971 megabytes. What else we got up in here? The vendors directory. So it's a lot of other directories in here that are huge. So if you want to narrow it down and focus on what you actually want to look for, you know what I'm saying, the exclude is beneficial as well. So there you have it. That's 5 easy and practical ways to use the DU command to take control of your disk space. Whether you're a Linux noob or a Linux pro, this command is one you'll find yourself coming back to time and time again. Trust me, I know. But if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the KeepItTechie channel, and share this video with your fellow Linux enthusiasts. Also, let me know down in the comments if there's another command you'd like me to break down. Now, stay curious, stay learning, and as always, keep it techie. Peace. Yo, what's up, y'all? Listen, if you've been sitting there thinking about making a move, let me tell you, tech is where it's at. I don't care where you coming from, whether you've got a degree, a GED, or just pure hustle. There's room for you in this game. You see, tech is more than just keyboards and code. It's solving problems, creating opportunities, and building the future. You already have what it takes because tech doesn't care where you start. It cares where you're willing to go. You can teach yourself Linux, learn Python, break into cybersecurity, or even launch your own app. And the resources are out here for free. And yes, you heard me, free. Now, yeah, it's gonna take effort. You'll have to grind, but think about this. The time is gonna pass anyway. So why not invest it in a skill that'll change your life? I mean, tech doesn't just pay the bills, it opens doors to freedom, stability, and generational wealth. So stop doubting yourself, start small, stay consistent, and keep building. Because this isn't just a career, it's a movement. And guess what? You belong here. So let's get it, because the future is yours to build. Keep it techie.